If you want some kitchen cleaning and organization inspo, plus the easiest DIY kitchen cleaner recipe, you're gonna love today's video. Hey there, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com. For me, fall feels more like the new year than the new year itself with the kids going back to school. Our house is a dump, so I'm gonna take care of the kitchen today, share with you my favorite easy organizing and cleaning tips along the way. Plus, I'm gonna share with you my favorite DIY kitchen cleaner recipe, and it's probably not what you think. So let's get started. Let's start by tidying all of the surfaces. So I'm just moving everything off of the counter that needs to go off and putting it in its spot. Don't be afraid to think outside of the box with containers. I just use cute drinking glasses to corral a lot of my items on my counter these days. Now that the counters are tidy, let's make my favorite DIY, super easy all-purpose kitchen cleaner. I have to make a new batch. So I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make. It costs me about 50 cents compared to about $5 for a natural cleaner. If you follow popular cleaners on TikTok, even here on YouTube, you might have heard of the viral Dawn dish soap, water, vinegar cleaner. But I am here today to tell you that I do not make that cleaner. And here's why. Vinegar is an acid. Dawn dish soap is a base. And just from what I know of basic chemistry, when you combine an acid and a base, you get a neutral solution. So essentially you are diluting whatever the acid can do and whatever the base can do. So to me, it doesn't make sense to mix that up and use it as an all-purpose kitchen cleaner. I have mixed baking soda and vinegar together to loosen items in my drain, because when you mix those together, immediately there's that chemical reaction, that bubbling, and I feel that does help loosen up things in my bathroom sink drain, for example. My recipe is just very simple and it's very easy to make at home. You will need a glass spray bottle. You can find these on Amazon. They are fantastic because they are this amber color that helps keep all the ingredients from going rancid. I'll leave a link to these down in the description box below. You will need some liquid cast style soap. You can also find this on Amazon as well. My favorite one is this Dr. Bronner's one. And then if you want, you can also use essential oils in your cleaner. So I'm gonna use orange essential oils in this one, but often I'll use lavender. After experimenting with just simple natural cleaners in our vacation rentals, I find that citrus scents are the ones that most people can enjoy. Scents like lavender, some people just can't handle those. If you're using a cleaner in a public space, or maybe someone in your family is sensitive to scents, just leave out the essential oil altogether, or just choose something nice and fresh like a citrus scent. I'm gonna eyeball these measurements, but you can measure them exactly. So for starters, I'm going to put some filtered water in here and just leave a little bit on top. Now that my filtered water is inside my bottle, I am going to add 1 teaspoon of cast iron soap. And you can use a teaspoon to measure this, but I'm just going to eyeball it. After the cast iron soap, you can add about 5 drops of essential oil if you want, or just leave out this step. It's totally up to you. And after I put the essential oils inside, you simply add the spray cap, give it a shake, and your easy DIY cleaning solution is ready to go. Super easy. This lasts a really long time. Again, costs about 50 cents to make, and you would pay about $5 for an all-purpose kitchen cleaner right now. I simply spray this on my surfaces and then wipe with a microfiber cloth. If you want one of these cute labels, I do have them for free on my blog, and I will link that down in the description box below. Now that we finished the all-purpose kitchen cleaner, let's move on to the vinegar solution. So I like to do both of these separately because I feel like the base and the acid work better separately, like I said at the beginning. Vinegar does have a really fantastic place in cleaning, and you might remember from previous videos, I use it all the time in my vacation rentals. You can use it full strength. However, if you're worried about the acid wearing away at your surfaces, I find a dilution is usually better. So all you need for this is some white vinegar and some water, and you just have to add them to a glass spray bottle 1 to 1. So we're just gonna fill half of it with vinegar and half of it with water. and then add the cap and you're ready to go. So what I find the vinegar solution useful for is shining up any surfaces. So I like to use it on my stainless steel appliances. I like to use it on my glass cabinet doors. It's also good for things like faucets. And I also find it to be a good deodorizer as well if your kitchen needs that. So in combination, I feel like these two are really the only kitchen cleaners you need, unless you have a white farmhouse sink like me. And then I go and use something like Barkeeper's Friend, which is a little bit stronger and helps get some of those gray marks out. If you don't want to use castile soap, you can use something like Dawn dish soap and just use 1 teaspoon of that to about 2 cups of water in a spray bottle, totally up to you. I do find the castile soap just as effective, however. So now that we made our cleaners, let's get cleaning. I like to start from the top to the bottom when I'm cleaning my kitchen and anywhere in my house really. So I'm using the vinegar solution to clean my upper cabinets. I love how this cleans the glass and also my chrome knobs. I find that our cabinets get so dirty with fingerprints, especially over the summer with the kids at home 24/7. I don't know if you feel that way too, but my house is just trash from everybody at home all summer long. So it feels good to really get in here. When you have a natural surface like marble, we have that on our backsplash here. Don't use vinegar on that. Make sure to use the all-purpose cleaning solution with the castile soap or the Dawn dish soap. That's going to be a lot gentler on your natural surfaces, your porous surfaces like marble and wood. Our butcher block wood countertops are actually sealed, so I don't mind using vinegar on those. The vinegar also works really well for all of this stuck on grease and dust that's on my range hood here. And then I'm back to the all natural cleaner for my backsplash to make sure that I don't etch the marble. The vinegar solution works so well on my chrome accessories, so my pot filler, my faucet, and all of my knobs and pulls. I'm using the DIY cleaner to clean my windowsill and my sink. This grooved IKEA sink is a little bit of a pain to clean, but I still love it. Over 10 years later, I think it still looks really good. Once I've cleaned, I'm using the vinegar solution to help kill some of the bacteria. Vinegar does kill some bacteria, but bleach is ultimately more effective if you are doing disinfecting. I will leave the scientific evidence for that in the description box below if you're interested in reading that. I'm back to the vinegar solution for my chrome handles on my cabinetry, and then also using it to wipe down my dishwasher and the fronts of my cabinets. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but black cabinetry is the worst to clean. You can see every little bit of dust, flour, fingerprints. I do wish I had white on the bottom. If I'm using the all-purpose cleaner like this, and then the vinegar solution on the handles and on my stainless steel appliances, I can get it looking pretty good. This towel drawer needed a clean, so I'm just taking all of the towels out, wiping it down with the all-purpose cleaner. And then one of my favorite hacks is rolling up the towels. They sort of got unrolled when my kids were putting things away. I can fit a lot more towels inside drawers like this if I roll them rather than fold them. am moving on to my countertop on this side. I love this stick-on cord organizer. I will link it in the description box below. I had these in our vacation rentals too, and it works so well on the back of my mixer. Keeps those cords up and away and looking neat and tidy. One of my favorite things in my pot drawer down here is this IKEA pot lid organizer. I think it makes everything so easy to access in my pot drawer. Now that I've cleaned from the top to the bottom of my kitchen, I'm just using my vacuum cleaner. This is my favorite vacuum cleaner I've ever had. I've had it for years. It's the Miele Pet Vacuum Cleaner, and it does such a good job getting all that dust. And then I have this Libin spin mop. There's other spin mops too, like the O-Cedar one works just as well, but I do love how I can wring out most of the water and just get right in there and clean the floor so well, and it dries nice and quickly. I'm just using a little squirt of castile soap in my water, but you could also clean with vinegar. I'm moving my Ruggable rug. You can remove the top of this and wash it, but it didn't need it, so I just vacuumed it and it's ready to go. Now our kitchen looks so sparkly clean. I love how all the surfaces are nice and clean, and I only had to use a few ingredients to get everything nice and sparkly and ready for the new season to come. Ta-da! All done. Oh, this feels so good. Those cabinets needed a good clean, and I am so happy with how they turned out. I'm going to take this giant zucchini now and make something for my kids' lunches. Let me know down in those comments below if you've ever made your own DIY cleaning solution for your kitchen. I would love to hear your recipe or your thoughts on my recipe. If you want more cleaning and organization inspiration, I'm gonna leave another video for you to watch next right up here.